Hello everyone, I am Scott Lowe, and this vested gentleman is the infamous Greg Miller.
Hi!
You just saw Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Now, I am a Metal Gear Solid noob by all indications.
You have screwed up. You have made bad life choices. Metal Gear Solid is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I've played a few of the games, but I have not followed it devoutly.
You don't know about the lolly lilo?
No.
Okay, well,
I don't know what that means. But tell us all about Ground Zeroes and what you saw.
I mean, the thing about Ground Zeroes, right, is that I put up a video on IGN a few months ago. Like, is Metal Gear still the same franchise I fell in love with?
Yeah.
Because I seen like the Phantom Pain trailer, you know what I mean? Then it was a ruse. This is part of Metal Gear 5, and then there's Ground Zeroes, and then Snake's got this thing in his head, but it's lower here. Is this still? And I'm like,
and now he's Jack Bauer.
I'm like, and exactly all this stuff happened. I'm like, is this even the same franchise I love?
Yeah.
Seeing the demo we saw today, this is still very much the Metal Gear Solid I love, and this is maybe like more in line with what I want out of Metal Gear than anything I've ever seen. Because I said it a lot. Last generation, a lot of good games. The best one of the bunch, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, a PSP game that is criminally underplayed. You can get it in the HD collections now, but I love that game and the gameplay and the storytelling and who Big Boss was. And this game, the demo I just saw, is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker in HD moving around, and it looks awesome.
Yeah, like graphically it looked amazing.
Yeah.
It seemed a lot more action oriented. Is that more the Peace Walker vibe?
Peace Walker had that in it, where I mean, you played it how you want, but like when you're in Peace Walker, right, it was a PSP game. So you'd come into an area, like the map was segmented off. You'd come into an area, and there would only be 3 or 4 guys there. You could take them out real easy. Where this is like huge open area, you can do whatever you want, and how do you want to tackle it, right? They, for the purposes of the demo, they went super actiony, you know what I mean? They went in there, they got discovered, which is awesome now that there's this new thing called reflex mode, where when you get discovered for the first time and the exclamation part goes off, it goes into slow-mo. So you can make a move on the guy to actually get your grounds again and get some kind of, over the battlefield.
So some of the big new feature additions was like bullet drop, like you had to account for that when you're doing like...
Which basically, in Peace Walker, of course, you could just take out your MK and send a tranquilizer dart across the map, and as long as you line up with the head, you're fine. Here you have to play wind. You can see the characters, and if they're when you bring it up and you have your like eye patch, goodness working for you. If they're white, that means they're out of the range, so you need to adjust for like wind and compensation. So you want to raise it up to shoot it on an arc and have it come in. And it's like, what? Yes, this is exactly the nerdy kind of crap I want out of a Metal Gear game.
Well, and it applies to all weapons. It's like not only the tranq dart, it's like actual like with the lethal weapons as well.
Sure.
But then there was like the extraction, like at the end.
Sure.
Where, like
similar how a Peace Walker mission would end, you'd have to leave the mission area. That's still your objective here, but you can have a chopper come in and then go meet the chopper. Of course, when you bring up your map to say where to go, it's going to say, well, that's kind of a hot zone. You don't want to go there. Try to go here. They sent it right into a hot zone. So it started. He tried to get over there. All hell broke loose. They're getting shots. There's blood all over the screen, and that's when all hell broke loose. They shot down the chopper. He had to dive out of the way. Then he had to run and kill some guys, and he ran off. This was the craziest part. He's running to the water. And I thought, he was going to get in a boat or something. Runs to the water. Then he plants C4. Then he gets behind a rock. The tank that was chasing him comes down. He blows the C4. It rolls after him. He had to hang over the. I was like, yes. Oh my God, yes.
It's a blast watching you reenact this.
Well, I mean, like, we don't have the footage probably. Kojima won't let us direct feed. Looked beautiful, looked fluid. You know what I mean? And then, but like I'm talking about, it still rang so true to Peace Walker. Having when you're getting ready to do CQC, the little hand comes up in the right button. When you're going into the mission, the way the menus look, having Kaz and you're telling you what's about to happen, where you need to go. I was totally like, this is awesome.
Well, and you can chain together CQC moments, right?
Exactly, you can still do that like Peace Walker. That was another thing they introduced there, where, you can throw somebody and then immediately hit somebody and grab and bring them down like that.
Yeah. So, awesome. Well, for all things Metal Gear Solid 5, head over to IGN.